Hi, today I'm going to just run you through Adobe CS3. I'm going to take you from opening up the program, getting some files together, and making a movie. Okay, and once you know this, you could pretty much figure out everything yourself. Okay, um, first we start the program. Okay, initially, before you could start playing around with it, you would have to create a file. Right, so we go to New Project, and here you pick what kind of file you want to create. We're in America, so we're going to use NTSC. Um, Widescreen or standard, obviously widescreen, you've seen videos on YouTube. If they're widescreen, if that's what you want, you click on widescreen. 32 or 48. 48 looks a little better, right? Okay. And then we'll just go ahead and call it something. Okay, so once you've chosen that, press OK. Welcome to Adobe Premiere CS3. Okay, um, this here is a timeline. Here we have layers, right, where we could, if you're familiar with working with layers, if you're familiar with Photoshop or even using Flash, uh, layers is how you could basically compound videos to play in a certain sequence. It also has layers for the audio too on the bottom. If you notice, these layers here are different from these layers here. Okay, so the first thing to get started, we're going to import a video onto the set here. Okay, so we go to File, then we go to Import. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, first we're going to just import this one here. Anything you import, whether it's an audio file, video, or picture, will appear here. Okay, once it's here, you just drag it into the timeline. Okay. Now this is the video we just imported. I'm going to play it here. Okay. Okay. All right. If you notice, this video doesn't fill our screen here. So what we're going to do, we're going to click on the video once, then we're going to drag it into specs right here. Okay. It looks a little blurry because this video is not the highest quality. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to import another video. Okay. You notice it appeared over here. The first one was a .wmv, which is a Windows Media video file, and this one is a .mov, which is a QuickTime video file. Now, standard out of the box, CS3 doesn't support .mov unless you have the QuickTime player installed in your computer, which if you have iTunes, you have it installed. Okay, so we're just going to drag it here in the timeline next to the WMV file. Okay. 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 All right. So if you notice, every time you bring a video in, it separates the audio from the video. So as you can see, here is the audio and video for the first clip, and here is the audio and video for the second clip. Right here. Okay. If you look right here, there's a little yellow line. This could be moved up or down, and this pretty much controls the volume here. And the yellow line on the video clip controls the contrast, or I'm sorry, not the contrast, but the opacity of the clip. Okay, look, I'll play with it here. Let's see. Making it less or more transparent. Okay, if you noticed, I dragged the other video clip right next to the first one. So now, it it should play in order. Let's see.
What should you do if you experience a problem with your iPod? Remember these 5
Okay,
basic
great.
suggestions.
Okay, right here is to magnify this area here. This little toggle bar right here. Okay, it kind of brings it closer. You notice the sound waves here expanding for you to actually do some surgical work with it here. Okay, so first, or now, what we're going to do, we're going to use the splicing tool. Now, this is a splicing tool. For example, if we didn't want this black space in between the video clip, like this, right, and we just wanted this just to play right afterwards, we're going to have to splice a little piece off right here in order to connect it, all right? So that's what we're going to do here. Okay, so it gets dark over here. So right around here, I'm going to click the splice tool. I'm just going to click here, then the pointing arrow, select what I want to delete, and then I just hit delete on my keyboard. And then I just drag the other clip next to it. So now it's continuous. There's no pause. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and create a title for this. Okay, so what we're going to do is that first I'm going to give it some room here. I'm going to highlight it, both clips, drag them a little forward just to give myself some room to insert a title here. Okay, you go to title, new title, default still, and press OK. And here you could start typing your title. Okay, you could just drag it into place here. There's more options here for some font designs. Okay, whichever one you like there. Let's see. Okay. And then when you're done, just go ahead and close it up here. And it's right over here. Right when you create a title, it appears over here. You drag it into place, right? And then you bring the others back, and there you have a title. Okay. Importing an image works the same way. File, import. Let's see if I can find an image for you here. Yeah, this should work here. Okay, and then you just drag it right where you want it, and the image appears here. You're going to have to resize it a bit here. Let's see. Okay.
Guide at www.apple.com/support/iPod.
Okay, great. All right, when you're ready to make your video, you go to File, Export, and then go to Adobe Media Encoder. Here, you can choose many different formats to save your video in. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to go with Windows Media, but there's a bunch here. Okay, and then once you select the format, here's a bunch of presets. Okay, so we'll just go with widescreen 1024 right here. Okay, and then you just press OK. You save it with whatever name you want, and then click Save. And now it's processing. It's done. Now we locate the file that we just saved, my documents, and it's here, demo. Okay.
iPod.
That's it. Everything works fine. Thank you for joining me for this video.